You are watching SHOUTcraft, high-definition esports broadcasting for Starcraft 2. Please welcome tonight's commentators, the Emperor and TotalBiscuit. And here we go.
I think this is my intro this time around.
Let's make it happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Emperor coming to you live from Cleveland, and our third match this evening is Viper playing Terran in the green trunks, taking on JTProg in the blue trunks, also playing Terran. Of course, I'm joined in studio from across the pond by my co-host, TotalBiscuit.
Yep, communicating entirely via magical beams.
Actually, it's a tin can with a very long string.
Doesn't that put my production quality above 90% of current YouTube users? Ladies and gentlemen, due to latency-related desyncing of the live audio commentary onto the replay, the first 40 seconds or so of this audio has had to have been removed. Now, this is a problem when recording commentary live and then post-producing it later over a replay. This is something we hope will be resolved for the full release of StarCraft 2. In the meantime, we're just going to have to deal with it. So let me fill you in. We've got JTProg up in the top right in the blue trunks and Viper SKWA in the southwest in the green trunks. Both playing Terran today, and mirror matches usually aren't all that interesting, but with players of this caliber, I can assure you it's going to be one hell of a fight. So let me bring you back to our live commentary, starting in 3, 2, 1. No block going up initially for JTProg. I assume there's really no point in a Terran v Terran. More traditional block going up for Viper. Now, I do wonder what's going to happen here. We have noticed that Viper just got slightly cock-blocked there in terms of building. This can happen if you don't build your supply depot fast enough. But he's good. It won't really make all that much of a difference. There's the early SCV scout going out for JT. He's going to have a look and see what's going on.
I haven't seen a great many Terran on Terran matches. So in my mind's eye, if I'm putting myself in their place and trying to think, do something out of the ordinary, do something that's not expected. Everybody expects you to go Marines, go Marauders, and eventually go to tanks. Maybe try something different. Maybe go for, quick air.
Indeed.
Maybe another Banshee run into the end. That's a little more... it's not quite as easy to do because of the command center, the ability to go ahead and scan, especially if you guys are in cloak, but still, if it's unexpected, if you can get in there and hit very quickly.
Yeah, very close there. You saw the block just going up in time. He's actually managed to chase him away from the block and is now attacking very, very slowly. I don't see the scout on the other side there is unaccosted. And there goes the command center. That's to be expected on this number of SCVs. Good solid build order there. Units are roughly about equal. Economy is roughly about equal. And we've got our first military units coming out there for Viper. Just those early Marines to stop any kind of early rushing tactics. Now, what have we got here? Double barracks going up. Possible M&M there from JTProg. Changing his strategy around.
Go Reapers. I mean, if you're going to have two barracks, you want to do something unexpected, go Reapers. Build 2 or 3 barracks, pump out 4 or 5 of them, beam into your opponent's base. Because remember, Reapers, much like the Colossus, aren't really stuck by any kind of terrain. Since they've got the jetpacks, they can go up and jump on mountains, jump on plateaus. So, I mean, they're very easy to get around that choke point. If you can't get through the buildings, go around them.
Yeah, it works. And there's the early expansion there going up for Viper. A couple of Marines standing guard. Both going to mule out, so their economies really are solid about equal now. Marauders coming out. We're going M&M by JTProg by the looks of it.
You really had to pick up that building and fly 2 feet further north to put it down next to the other.
It looks nice.
All right.
You're not a Terran player. You wouldn't understand.
No, I'm a player of all races. So there.
Supply depot going up there, and the purpose of which, well, yeah, I suppose you can either block off, or you can use it for a little bit of a visual aid. Absolutely.
Well, here's the reason why. Is because you have this block right here, this destructive rock. Now, on this base, on this map, what you can do is you can actually come up behind these guys. If you don't want to force your way through, and I've kind of taken over the camera here for a second, if you don't want to come through this ramp here on the left, where the barracks and the supply depots are, you can come up behind them, destroy this rock, and now you have a complete entrance right into the back of the enemy base. No one will see you. It's actually a very wise move by Viper to put a supply depot there. That way, in the event that that rock goes down, he's going to be able to see it. There's no fog of war, and he knows his opponent's going to come up behind him.
SCVs
It's an actual Warcraft 3 trick from back in the day.
Are we thinking bunkers? SCVs and Marines moving over there by Viper.
Bunkers.
Offensive bunkers is effective, assuming you can get them up there. And he saw that he didn't have a block, but this is going to get a little bit messy. Marauders moving in right there.
He's going to get discovered too soon.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. SCV's getting targeted as main, as you can tell right there. And in go the Marauders after the Marines, focusing fire. Marauders being driven off slightly, but there go the Marines. Back up there with the Marauder, and off go those Marines. Unfortunate, it could have worked if he was just a fraction quicker. I've seen offensive bunkers used to great effect.
Marauders in hot pursuit. They're not going to let Viper get away. They really want those 2 extra Marines.
Why not?
I think it's kind of overkill. I mean, it's 100 minerals worth of stuff.
Look, he's going
and
for the
sure
back
enough,
there.
Here we go.
But the thing is, he's got to see it. And he's got to bunch those Marines together. And I would imagine he's going to go in. But I don't know. I don't know if he's got the firepower. It's going to take a little while to set the rocks.
He can do it. It's just going to take a minute to fight his way through there.
He
can. Viper's going to come around behind him. He's going to try and hammer an anvil. I think he's got enough, actually. If he tees them off one at a time, they're going to form volley lines.
That'll do it.
The Marauders are now stuck. They have nowhere to go. Here come the SCVs.
Now, you wonder why you would do that, but there is a good reason. There's a method behind the madness. If you are auto-attacking, workers take attack priority. So you have to focus fire. It becomes a pain in the ass for the enemy player if you mix in a few
Rock's
SCVs.
almost down.
He's driving in. He's not got anything to do.
He's
11 Marines can't take 9 Marauders. Not right now.
Oh. Don't waste the time. Ignore the supply depot, dude.
Let's go.
Move into the base. Attack it. Go for the command center. There he goes. Now he's marching in, and there's not much that can stop him, really. I mean, there's about 12 Marines. He's got more Marauders coming in to reinforce him. And here come the Marines now with the SCVs to try and take him. Now here comes the SCV swarm. They're trying to surround him.
What activate stims there for extra damage. I honestly think Viper's really going to lose this one. Very well micro there. Backing off, firing, backing off.
Even if he wins the fight, he's lost at least half of his SCV line. Now he is detailing off on those Marauders. He does have more reinforcement Marines. He's not bringing them up. He's down to 7. Wow, he actually beat off the attack.
Yes, he did.
I'm surprised.
Only just.
But you know what? It was a heavy loss.
Massive.
I would have traded 6 Marauders, too, for the amount of SCVs he killed.
Exactly. We're looking at 11 versus 22. JTProg has a massive economic advantage. We've got Viper using those mules in order to try and shore up his economy.
A command center now floating away and starting to
moving to the natural there.
Right-hand corner now.
Very smart to build your command center in the base because, of course, it's much safer there.
Checking in on, it looks like those Marauders are again.
A little bit of harassment.
This is just a hit and run, I would think.
Why not, if it works? Firing line of Marines, it's going to be enough to drive them off.
2 more sticking around the back. The 2 more Marauders going to the back now of Viper's base.
Very nice.
Head towards the command center. And again, tee off on those mules, tee off on the SCVs.
Bye-bye mule, baby, goodbye.
Kill the workers. Here comes 2 more. They've gone all the way around. Now they've got 5 in the base. 2 more coming to reinforce.
Totally outflanked. Here come the Marines. Is it going to be quick enough? He's going to lose some buildings one way or the other. Oh, all of those workers. Nasty, very unpleasant. He's moved as many as he can up to his natural expansion up there, and he's mining like crazy to try and get...
Viper is kind of having a little bit of decision issues. He's not sure which one to go. Now he's going to chase them out of right corner. He's going to detail off on those Marauders. All of them dead. 2 left.
Right down the back there.
They're going to fire their rockets into the command center.
Taking them Viper a while to realize what was going on. Lots of damage being done at the command center. Incredibly well played there, using the 2 groups to draw the enemies out of position and then attack from the rear.
All right, here's the thing, TV. Right now, Prog's had all this time to now start really pumping out his forces. He's sitting at 800 minerals. The only thing that's keeping him back right now is the gas. I mean, he's got 1, 2, he's got 3 barracks. Now he's got 2 starports going up in the base, and he already has a factory he's still running.
Indeed. He's going to mix it up a little bit by the looks of it. He knows that Marauders can't win the game alone at this point. They have served their purpose. Got Reactor going up there, so we're looking for M&M from the barracks at the bottom there. 2 starports, and Hellions ready for harassment. Considering how vulnerable his opponent has been to harass us so far, it's a good idea, but he's not going to take it lying down. He's moving in with a reasonable force of Marines there. Up go those bunkers.
Marauders leading the charge, now going after those bunkers. 2 Hellions on the front, so he's going on the offensive. That bunker standing in there only got down to about 300 health. It's enough to go ahead and throw back those Marines. At this point, I don't know if Fred really would have gone on the offensive. I know that he's got to try and change this around, try and force Prog Prog to go back in the defensive.
No doubt about that.
But that's the only thing he's got to defend his own base. He's taken a hell of a beating so far. I don't know that I necessarily would have done that.
Well, to be honest, if you're attacking and you're pushing his forces back, then at least they're not attacking you and destroying your economy. Perhaps worth losing a force of units in order to make that happen.
The only problem is if you lose your force now, if you lose your only offensive defensive army this far forward, you're not going to have time enough to rebuild what you've lost before Prog comes visiting.
23 Marines from Viper versus 4 Marauders and a Hellion. It's a possible win scenario.
There's only 2 Hellions, there's only 4 Marauders. He's got enough to force us through.
And she's coming out for the starport, plus additional Hellions, plus Marines. He's got to get that attack in now while it still matters.
He's not going to wait.
Here we go, focusing fire on the Hellions, driving the back, focusing fire on the bunker, down goes the bunker, incoming additional Marauders from the top. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. Got him a deadly crossfire there. Hellion support doing massive AoE damage and chasing off the SCVs. And Banshee harassment, firing from the rear. Additional Marauders coming in to reinforce. Is it going to be enough? Way more Marines incoming.
Viper's got him. More reinforcements coming in for Viper. He's got now about 20 Marines. He's going to try and hold him on the ramp, and that's exactly what's going to happen. They're trying to force down the ramp. All the SCVs are lost, again, using the auto-attack ability. Here comes the Hellion. The last Hellion's destroyed. He's got 1 Banshee in here. A Mule's going to be called out for the expansion. And running up the ramp now, there's 1 Banshee in the back, 1 over to the lodge there.
Going for
the
looks
like 1 Marauder. Okay, he's got more reinforcements coming up, but now numbers are going to go against him. Now there's too many buildings producing too much. Now it's time for Viper to cut his losses. Turn around and go home. He's not going to do enough damage here. He's already destroyed most of his enemy's ability to attack him. He's only got 4 Marines left, plus his reinforcements.
More
He's still got
across
25.
the map. It will be enough at this point if he can keep pumping them out, and if he can keep Prog on the ropes, then yeah, he could win it. He's driving off those Banshees. The Banshees are harassing, but at the end of the day, they're taking so much damage. There's the cloak. Oh, that's going to make the difference.
Now he's got the scan ability. There it is. Now they're going to see it. The Banshee makes it last all of 3 seconds. Another Banshee coming down. 2 more Marines. He's still producing the same amount. Right now it's just a race to see who can produce the most and for the fastest. Right now, you got to say Prog's going to have the advantage only because he's just making Marines. He's got 4 Marines not sitting back there, not doing anything. He's got the same 5 attacking. Kill the Hellion, then worry about the Banshee. Get your other guys in motion.
Well, here's the thing about Prog right now. That he used that. That's the second scan being done right there, but the massive amount of damage being done by the Banshees there, holding him back as much as humanly possible, try and build an overwhelming force. But hey, the Marines are doing the job. It's simple, but it is a sledgehammer approach, mowing those SCVs down. It's brutality.
SCVs aren't going to escape. He's going to lose everything now. This is the greatest comeback since Christ rose from the dead. Here we go. Viper now running up the ramp. Now he's making an assault right on JTProg's base proper.
I don't fancy JD's chances right now. The unit count is clearly in favor of Viper. Viper focusing fire, bring them down. And I've got to say, this has got to be a good game. Or is it? There's the cloak right there. Does he have a scan? No, he doesn't. There's the scan right there. Backing him off as quickly as he can.
Back. Marauder's dead. Now look at, they're destroying the tech labs. They're going after the tech labs specifically. They're much easier to kill right now than the rest of the barracks. In fact, why go for the big ones? We can just take away their special units.
Banshee's still pushing them back.
Yeah, they're rallying here at the perimeter. Now they're going to run in. Those Banshees now have run out of energy, so they can't be cloaked anymore. They're going to go ahead and kill the, looks like the closest one of the barracks. They're going to go ahead and destroy the tech lab in the next one. And now they go for the barracks.
2 more Banshees coming out of the starport. There's the SCVs. Yes, try and push it back with that. I honestly don't think it's going to happen, I'm afraid. JTProg with a great harass early on, but just couldn't keep that momentum.
Sticking with what works. Try and swamp them under. Win by war of attrition. We'll force more bodies to shoot than you have bullets.
Walking into the mouth of the guns, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's it. He's not getting out of this one.
Doing what they can. He's trying to rally his forces in the back there. He's got 1 Hellion, a couple of Banshees, another scan coming into place. I would ignore the forces right now. There's not enough there to really hurt you. Just go for the buildings that produce them. Another Hellion comes out. That lasts all of a second.
You look at the base there, steady stream, 3 barracks, all with reactors. That is churning them out. 4 barracks, 5, 6 barracks, 7. Yeah. 7 barracks.
He's just a war of attrition. He's not going for anything fancy. Just right up the gut with as many as you can force.
Absolutely. You can see JTProg's got the expo there, but it's too little too late, I'm afraid. GG. There's the mirror match for you right there. So many Marines. It just did the job. Throw as many bodies at them. Clog the barrels of their guns with the bodies of the dead, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic.
JTProg says, don't think I've ever seen someone go mass Marines. I can honestly say I've never seen anybody bring up this many.
Barracks.
He's got 61 Marines, and he's still making more.
7 barracks. I have not seen anything like it. Congratulations there in the mirror match. The winner is Viper, coming back from a early game battering at the hands of JTProg's Marauder harassment.
That was nuts. I gotta tell you, I thought Viper was up a creek. I didn't think he had a prayer there at the end. The early harassment by the Marauders, especially when they came in the back of the base, JTProg had Viper going back and forth between his expansion and his front door and the back. I thought he actually had him. I think when he switched over, when he tried getting too fancy, going with too many high-tech units, Banshees and Hellions as well as Marauders, that really did a number on his economy. There's no way you can bring in that much gas to cover that many units that quickly.